Hey guys, this is Editing Audie from the future, coming in to tell you that, yes, we have some issues. Not with you, baby girl, don't worry. But unfortunately with some of our recording software. Do not worry, we have fixed these issues for future episodes, but for a little while we were having some problems. Specifically with losing a few episodes and our microphone quality. So fair warning, we're going to have a few episodes that just sound a little like we're underwater. And we definitely heavily debated even posting these episodes, but the stories were just so good that we still wanted them to be heard. So if you don't mind bearing with us for just a few weeks of crazy sounding episodes, we will be back to the high-ish quality audio that you crave. Without further ado, please enjoy the new episode. No shit, Sherlock. That's a good way to get fucking murked.
I liked it better when you called him gay.
Whoa! Whoa! I feel like I catch too much fucking heat. Audie flips table! Audie flips everything! Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny. I'm Elise.
And welcome to Breakfast at Bimbos!
I went over.
I felt like My Little Ponies.
For what?
Because we all did a higher octave.
No, Danny went low.
I went like you normally do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I love that we never speak of it, but someone always goes low.
Yeah.
We're all of a sudden just like, oh, it's my week.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
We are talking about Blare Adams.
Okay.
His real
Blair
name.
Witch. Sorry.
No.
I also did not think of a man. You said his, and I said, oh.
It is a his.
It is a his?
It is a his.
What a beautiful sentence.
So his real name is Robert Dennis Blair Adams.
Okay.
Which sounds like a prince, honestly.
Yeah.
He was whoa! He was born.
He was woo!
He was born December 28th, 1964 in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. And on July 5th, 1996, he withdrew most of his money from his bank account and emptied his safe deposit of cash, jewelry, gold, and platinum. He then attempted to enter the United States, like in a ferry from Victoria, British Columbia, to Seattle, Washington. Immigration officials flagged Adams as a possible drug mule due to the large amount of cash he had with him. And once he was found to have convictions on drug and assault charges, he was denied entry to the States. In the early morning hours of July 9th, Adams was discovered by Canadian Border Patrol officers attempting to cross the border on foot at the Pacific Highway border crossing.
Damn.
Officials noted Adams had scratches covering all over his legs and hands and arms, and he matched the description of a person who was involved in an automobile theft, and the vehicle had been discovered abandoned near the border crossing.
Oh, that's fun.
However, he denied his involvement and was freed on lack of evidence. Adams managed to enter the U.S. by car on July 9th via a Nissan Altima he rented from the Vancouver International Airport.
Okay.
Crazy.
Wait, you could rent a car from the airport?
Yeah, they have like a
I guess that makes sense.
I've never actually been on a plane, and I've been in an airport to like pick up people.
Yeah.
First of all, let me just say, fuck Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta. That bitch too damn big for no reason. But they do have, I think, like 2 or 3 car lots where you can just go and like rent a car if you're coming in.
Crazy. Okay.
It's pretty cool. But he arrived in Seattle, where then he purchased a round-trip ticket to Frankfurt, Germany, at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. The reason he was going to Germany was because he had previously worked on a project in Frankfurt for his stepfather's construction company, and he also dated a German woman in Frankfurt, though she later told law enforcement he had never contacted her about visiting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, if you got the balls to date a German woman.
However, he did not go forward with the flight and instead traded his credit for a one-way ticket to Washington, D.C. And upon arriving, he rented a Toyota Camry at Dulles Airport around 6:45 a.m. And later that morning on Route 250 in Troy, Virginia, he backed his car into another motorist vehicle, causing minor damage.
Ooh.
Oh.
And the driver of the car told detectives that Adams seemed nice but was in a hurry.
So he's bad at this. Whatever he's doing is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
He arrived in East Knox County, Tennessee, between Knoxville and Strawberry Plains sometime in the evening of July 10th. It was approximately 500 miles southwest of Washington, D.C.
Strawberry Plains is a crazy name.
It sounds like a jam.
Yeah, or a perfume.
Yeah, I see that.
You'd find that at, like, Victoria's Secret.
And it'd be like $3,000.
But here's the thing, it's either, because of the name, it's either Victoria's Secret or it's at, like, Rue 21.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
only smells of alcohol.
Yeah. Like, it smells like you went clubbing and, like, Strawberry Shortcake was there and she maybe rubbed up on you a little bit and then she left. Like, but otherwise, it's just tequila.
So the first reported sighting of Adams in Knoxville occurred at a BP gas station at Strawberry Plains Pike at 5:30 p.m. Gerald Sapp, an interstate repair service driver, had been called to the gas station.
Don't you get the giggles? Don't you get the giggles?
Where are we?
We're in Tennessee.
We're in Strawberry
only-
Fields meeting Sir Sap?
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
because he's the only 10 I see.
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Anyways,
bitch!
There's the door.
Mr. Gerald Sapp was called to the gas station, and Adams told the clerk that he was having difficulty with his car key and was unable to enter the vehicle. So when Sapp arrived, he realized that the key Adams had attempted to use for that was for a Nissan, which was the vehicle he actually abandoned in Seattle.
Oh!
And not the Toyota he was driving.
Oh!
And Sapp recalled, I asked him to look in his pockets. I said, if you drove this thing up here, you gotta have another key in your pockets. And he wouldn't look. So I thought he was nuts. He was bound to determine that he had the key that was needed for that car. And he arranged to have that car towed to a local repair shop and dropped Adams off at a Fairfield Inn in Knoxville on Cracker Barrel Lane.
Where are we?
So whenever he gets to this hotel, he was captured on CCTV footage in the hotel lobby, and he spent around 40 minutes loitering at the hotel before purchasing a room with $100 US, which is confusing because if he's from Canada, how did he already end up with all this money? Unless he got everything out of his bank account as soon as he hit the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine he just has it in his underwear. Just
Oh my
loaded.
gosh.
Just
That's why he didn't
rolls.
check his pockets.
Yeah!
He was like, I can't show you these fat stacks I got.
But whenever he paid, the hotel clerk attempted to return his change. He just exited the lobby and walked outside.
Ooh.
And it was later determined that he never even entered the room he purchased.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if he did it as like a decoy? He said, I'm staying here. No, I'm not.
So Adams was discovered by construction workers around 7:30 a.m. the next day, July 9th, 1996, in a parking lot of an under-construction Country Inn and Suites hotel.
I feel bad for construction workers because I feel like they find more dead bodies than we ever really acknowledge.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have to go to work and be like, gotta find Susie June under there. Maybe.
Maybe. Outside my job, there's a big construction zone. There was like a week where these random colored wigs would show up. And like, me and the construction guys, we're cool. So every time a new one would show up, I'm like, hey, can I get that?
Are you collecting?
I was, yeah. They've ended up at different people, a bunch of my coworkers, but I think we got 3.
I love that.
And they would all show up on different days, too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just a drag queen going home like, I don't need this one anymore.
Yeet. Yeah, no. I'm like, hey, can
I
I
want to believe she's like walking down the Rainbow Road. If you didn't know, we have like a rainbow crosswalk.
Yeah.
I want to believe she's walking down Rainbow Road and she just like yeets it behind her like a beautiful basketball shot and it lands on the pole perfectly.
No,
like,
it was sitting on a pole.
No, literally, I want it to be like a Hannah Montana moment. Like the bangs are flushed.
Mhm.
Like she is lovely on
Yeah.
that pole.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But this hotel that he ended up at was right across the street from the Fairfield Inn where he had booked a room, and he was found half naked with his pants off and shirt open.
Oh.
His pants, shoes, and socks were all lying near his body, and scattered around his body was German, Canadian, and U.S. currency totaling to be near $4,000.
Mm.
In addition to the money that was found with the body, police also located a black duffel bag which contained maps and travel receipts and a fanny pack that held 5 ounces, which was 160 grams, of gold bars, regular gold, platinum coins, jewelry, keys, and a pair of sunglasses.
So this man was like on the run. He was heading somewhere
yeah.
to hide, and he wanted to be able to trade all this gold in for
Mhm.
currency.
And according to the autopsy report by the University of the Tennessee Medical Center, Adams had sustained many cuts and abrasions, and the Knox County Sheriff's Department had speculated some of the wounds came from fending off an attack.
Mm.
He also suffered a violent blow that ruptured his stomach, and the official cause of death was ruled sepsis stemming from an abdominal perforation.
Ooh.
He also had a wound to his forehead, which police determined was caused by a crowbar or like some type of club.
Oh,
Dang.
damn.
Yeah,
What are we, in the 1950s?
we're in the 90s.
He got
The 90s,
ganged
babe.
up on.
And law enforcement initially suggested the possibility that Adams' death had been sex-related since he was almost entirely nude when he was discovered.
Mhm.
Yeah. The only physical DNA evidence found at the scene was one strand of long hair that was gripped in Adams' hand.
Oh.
His pants were pulled down, socks were inside out, and his shirt was ripped. And according to interviews with his mother, he had been acting oddly in the weeks prior to him leaving Canada, and she said that Adams refused to tell her what was bothering him. And according to friends and family, he had been sober for 2 years at the time of his death and had recently stopped attending Alcohol Anonymous meetings. And he also allegedly told friends that someone was trying to kill him, and confided in his mother that someone had been spreading rumors about him. In a 2010 interview with the local law enforcement, it was revealed that the Knoxville Police Department had never received a credible tip in Adams' death, although a composite sketch of a man was released in the case. And the sketch was of an unknown man 2 women claimed to have witnessed Adams speaking to outside of a Cracker Barrel restaurant near the Fairfield Inn he was staying in.
Oh.
Quote unquote staying in. And one of the theories is that it was a sex crime. A nearby truck stop was known for like illicit activity and like sex trafficking, and authorities theorized that the encounter would have been a sex crime gone fatal, possibly with a female assailant. And another theory is that it was a mental health crisis or a targeted hit. Some believe that Adams experienced a severe mental health episode and succumbed to self-harm or accidental death, although defensive wounds strongly point towards an actual attacker. And others suspect that he was genuinely targeted by a dangerous individual, which would explain his paranoia and frenzied flight across the border. Although, this is still an unsolved homicide. Shut up!
I didn't say anything!
You looked! Your face!
Listen, you can't just say homicide and expect me to not go, gay murder. Gay murder.
Anyways, I found this Reddit post about this case, and there was a person who commented a theory about the hair that was found in the strand, and why couldn't they DNA test that?
Yeah.
And they had a theory that if it was human hair and it wasn't like a wig or anything, that if this was a personal attack or just someone trying to get back at him or he was actually being followed, they could have DNA tested that, but it would be different if they cut off the root of the hair.
Yeah.
And the person said that they were actually sitting there, like, not plucking out hairs, but pulling hairs just to see what would come out, and almost every single one of them had a root attached to it.
Oh.
So the probability of someone just cutting the root just so they can be like, hey, this is my mark, or whatever, could have been very slim. They were like, oh, could this be like a signature of theirs? But they never found anyone. But everyone is starting to believe that it's like a sex crime, because why would his socks be inside out?
Yeah.
Why would it be scratched up? Why is his shirt ripped open? Why is his pants around his ankles?
Yeah. So, like, if he was on the run, who is he trusting enough to just sleep with? Because if you're on the run, personally, I'm not just hiring a sex worker.
Yeah.
When I'm already worried about that. So where's that German lady? What color was her hair?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
What color was the German lady's hair?
I don't know. She wasn't actually, like, brought up. Like, there wasn't a name or anything on there.
I forget when DNA came about, but I feel like it was in development at this point. I'm surprised that they never...
I feel like it was.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't find any, like, DNA matching.
But this is more of a personal thing, but I took a DNA test a couple years ago. Long story short, I found out I had close family that I never knew about. And one of them, we had suspected that they were my uncle's kid. They had DNA tested for it back in the 90s. It came back negative back then. And then I did this DNA test. Turns out we were actually first cousins.
Ooh.
And whenever she went to go talk to somebody about it, they were like, oh, anything before the 2000s, don't trust it.
Oh.
So that makes me think that there's a lot of fucking crimes out there that people got away with just because the DNA wasn't developed enough.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
I hate that.
I personally believe that maybe this was a mental breakdown.
Could have been, yeah. I mean, he's on the run from something.
Yeah.
And I think it's paranoia.
See, it could be that, but a piece of me wants to believe that... And listen, to be fair, we are filming this when the new horror movie Obsession just came out, but what if it was, like, a domestic abuse situation, but it was the other way around? Like, what if a woman was stalking him, and he finally finds her in a hotel room, because he was clearly on the run from something, and then the way that he was down, I guess, what if this was, like, a sexual abuse situation, and then
That
she
would
just
make sense.
killed him and left? Because, let's be honest, are they really going to check a man for being raped? No. They haven't even developed a way to do that. So...
But part of me is like, maybe this is a mental health situation, because I understand if you're not feeling that great and you're in this certain mindset, maybe you did put your socks on inside out.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was autistic, because I know several...
I wear socks inside out all the time.
Yeah, because I can't handle the seams.
Yeah, like I do that. That's a normal thing for me. But, which they may have not looked at. But a really good tell if that's normal for somebody is like you can tell which side of the sock has been...
It's been worn.
Yeah, you can tell which side has been like touching the bottom of a floor or a shoe.
Yeah.
So I would want to know if when they took the socks off, if the inside had where that was clear that it was put back on inside out, or if there was actually wear on the outside, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, like, you can tell my bitch has been worn. They're a different color. I would also like to say that they did not rule this as a robbery, because all of the money and all of the gold and all of the riches, if you will, were still left with him.
Yeah, so
Like,
it was
nothing was missing.
he was targeted.
Yeah, no,
They were
everything
like-
was left with him.
They didn't care about the money, they just needed him dead.
Yeah, it's not just a robbery. Which, if it was a sex worker he had hired, I feel like she would have definitely taken the money.
Yeah, unless maybe they got scared and
Yeah,
ran.
True, how are you gonna casually take gold bars? What year was this?
This was 96. Some people did say maybe he was tied to the mob and he was running. Is the mob in canon?
I don't know.
I feel like the mob was everywhere.
I feel like it was like he was peddling drugs, he wanted out, and they said, no, you know too much.
But
you're not
I don't-
getting out.
I don't think he was actually carrying drugs. They thought he was because of all the money that he had.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ever actually had drugs with him.
Well, he could have had it and done it.
Yeah.
Like he could have had him.
Because he was let go because of lack of evidence.
Yeah. He never had any, like, family come forward? Nothing? Did he have an ID and that's how they found out who he was?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Which means that could actually not be him. That could be a fake ID. I mean, if he has all these currencies, if he's on the run, what if that's not him? Nobody came forward?
Yeah.
It's probably not his name. Especially if this was, like, how I'm believing. If it was this, like, woman who killed him. She could have just switched his ID.
That's fair.
No one's looking. It's the 90s.
What I want to know
Yeah.
is, like, what happened with the key? Like, why do you all of a sudden not have the key
To
for the
your-
car that you were currently driving? And also,
Because if he was being stalked, she would have taken it so that he couldn't leave.
that's true.
Just saying. Like, if they had other interactions that we don't know about, she pickpockets him, holds him up, and is like, I won't do anything to you, but you can't leave town, and I have to make sure you won't leave town.
Yeah, it seems more like a vendetta at this point.
Yeah. I definitely think if it wasn't a woman, like, somebody was stalking him.
Yeah.
And somebody was preventing things from happening. And that's probably why he was freaking out, because he was like, what do you mean I don't have my car key? What do you
Right.
mean I can't
Yeah.
leave?
He knew he was being watched.
But he refused to look in his pockets, too.
He might have been afraid at that point.
Mhm.
I mean, if you've been pickpocketed and you know that's not the right key, you're like, what else did she leave in my pockets?
But he did also have the other car, the Nissan Altima. He had the key for that one, but
Well-
not the current car.
Yeah, he had that key, but wasn't that car in another state?
Yes.
So it would be rendered useless
Mhm.
for the time being. So
Yeah.
I could see why he was freaking out.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's still an unsolved...
Sorry, I just thought, what if they did pickpocket him? What if he actually didn't have that key and she swapped them? That's why he flipped out. Because he pulled it out and he was like, why do I have the other key? So now he's freaking out thinking, how the fuck did she switch them?
I wonder if maybe that car was following him.
Yeah, that could absolutely be it.
Because, like, if I rent a car, like, I'm gonna forget the fuck I was driving. Like, I'm not gonna memorize the plate.
No, that's fair.
And, like, there's so many cars that look like that. Yeah, that's Blare
crazy.
Adams right there.
Damn.
Don't know too much,
Where'd
but it's
you-
still kind of crazy.
Where'd you find this?
I was looking on Reddit of,
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
crazy mysteries, and then I just scrolling.
You said this one.
This one.
As you do.
Hell yeah. Damn.
That's wild. If you know anything, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think, you guys. If you like Danny's theory, if you like my theory, or if you just have none. If you just like to listen, then
Or
grand.
if I've missed out on any information, let me know.
Yeah, we got some super sleuths in here. Let us know, let us know. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you check back with us every single week. We try. Listen, sometimes we have technical difficulties that are out of Audie's hands. Like my PC just randomly saying, I fucking hate you, I no longer am going to live. It's fine!
Everything's fine.
Anyway.
Wait, see?
Follow us on all the things, love us on all the things, we will love you back on all the things. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok. We have a Discord, the Discord for the weird girls.
Yeah, we play games sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
listen,
Yes.
guys, even when we're not on, that Discord is full of just people like us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Find friends, play
Yes,
games.
please talk to each other.
It makes us so happy. I logged on the other day and I was like, oh my god, there's like 4 notifications. Oh my god, I haven't been on here. Who else is this? Anyway, if you have anything you want us to cover, make sure you tell us that as well.
We're gonna be doing mini episodes during the month of October. The spooky
They're coming.
month.
They're coming.
They're coming. So if there's anything you're like, oh, I don't know if this will be enough to cover,
Send it our way, bitches.
send it our way. We'll try to cover it for our October mini episodes.
Mhm. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
This has been Breakfast with Bimbos! I hesitated because I literally forgot what I was saying. I was
Real
like,
as fuck.
I got a shit. I'm sorry.
Hey!
My elbow is like,
Line 'em up.
no, you know when like your elbow needs to be popped back
Yeah.
in and it won't.
So I said that the other day about my toe.
You got them dogs in you,
I
man.
do. But do you ever feel like there's like a pocket of air in your toe and you need to like pop it to get it out?
Yeah,
I said that to my roommates and they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, you don't feel that?
I do, but I was also a dancer. So it
I'm
could
just
be from
fat.
that. Same.
Hypermobile bird.
Girl. This is why we take Elisa's phone away normally. Just now she's looking up hypermobile bird. Sound like fucking Tarzan. Moist.
I need you to take off whatever audio you put and put that. Baby the platypus.
Guys, can I be Perry the Platypus for Halloween and I'll just carry around a fedora and like,
Yes.
whenever I don't want to do something, I just take it off and go on the ground. I'm just on the floor. You're like, Audie, I need you.
No.
And then I make the but I have it like saved on my phone. I like just play the sound.
No, yes. And he arrived and
He arrived and eat. I've put myself in a straitjacket.